Tanya, and I'm here with the October 2016 Hip Kit Club kits, and in this one I am getting my layering on. Oh yes, I am. What I did is I took a lot of the embellishments that came in this My Mind's Eye embellishment pack. It's very food themed, as you can see. There are spoons and there are cups, and there's a kettle and a whisk and cacti, which isn't really food themed, but there's oven gloves and pegs and things. And as I have mentioned numerous times, I struggle with very themed elements. I tend to be a literal scrapper sometimes, so what I thought I would do here is just layer them and not really think about what they are. I'm not going with any specific, well, I do have a slight theme, you'll see when I show you the photograph, but I'm not trying to highlight any of the things there. I'm merely taking the shape of it and putting it on and seeing how it can look cohesive. And that's how I ended up with those three little embellishment clusters, which I'm now going to show you. Bringing them up close. Oh, good stuff. And there's my photograph, and we are once again documenting Jessica's 21st birthday party, and that was the picnic stuff that we had to eat because it was a picnic themed birthday party, and the food was phenomenal. We got it from the restaurant at the Botanical Gardens, and oh, yum yum yum. We had a lot left over, I must say. We were eating sandwiches for a rather long time, but it was so worth it. It was just wonderful and everybody enjoyed it, so it was well worth the expense. So now, as is the case whenever you start with these kits, you do have an overwhelming amount of product and it's difficult to know where you're going to go. So this one was a bit of a slog, I will freely admit it. It was made easier by those embellishment clusters that I made at the bottom there, but I did still battle where to put them and where my title was going to go and what my title was going to be. And the Fabulous doesn't even make it onto this layout. That poor Fabulous actually has been on every single layout I've tried to make and has not made it to any of them. So I'm starting to feel a little bit sorry for that word Fabulous. Shame. Really must make an effort to use it, because my idea at the moment was, sort of fabulous food and yes, I'm going to interrupt myself just briefly to explain that background. I did have a video showing what I did there, but it must have got corrupted or something. I've had a lot of corrupted videos lately. It's terrible. I took the stencil and I took the crushed coral texture paste and I pushed it through the stencil and I set my teeth on edge. No disrespect naturally to that Shimmer's texture paste, but it's got grit in it. Well, obviously it's not got grit in it. I don't know what it's got in it, but it feels like grit. And it was the rubbing of that against the plastic of the stencil. Yeah, we're not great friends, that crushed coral, I will say. But I persevered and it did give a lovely texture in the background, I will give it that. So, and it also looked very nice because it's tone on tone with the peachy colour cardstock that I'm using for my background. So yeah, I persevered. But I will say I'm not sure I will do that again. Isn't it funny what textures and sounds annoy us? So, I'm relatively happy. Well, I must be because I'm hot gluing it down now. I'm happy with how I've placed my photograph. I'm happy with my embellishment clusters at the bottom there. I've taken a couple of the 3x4 cards and I've got the ampersand there and best day, so that's going to tie in with my title as well. So I have glued it all down now, and now I'm thinking and trying to get the grit off my fingers. Oh, you see, the Fabulous comes back again. This poor Fabulous travels around the page and every now and then it thinks it's really going to stay there and I change my mind. But that is our prerogative as scrapbookers. We are allowed to change our minds all the time. So I've got fabulous food going on right now because, as I said, it was fabulous food. But nope, the Fabulous is coming up again. Up, down, left, right. Back onto its little piece of wax paper. And I'm still thinking. So now I don't even know what to do anymore. And I thought maybe I could use one of the 4x6 cards, but that didn't work either. And then I realized that that little frame, that oval frame, was covering up the ampersand too much, so a little bit of snippety snip there, and little bit of scrapping surgery and it's gone. And here I figured I was going to use all those light bulbs and just cover up because there was that string of light bulbs that was on one of the sticker sheets, and then of course there were the light bulbs that came in the embellishment pack, so I just decided to amalgamate them all together and use that all in one go. And the Fabulous is back on the page again. And after a bit of thinking I figured, alright, let me rather, because my design was too central to the page, so I figured I need to bring it down to the bottom, which is why I took that other piece of very pretty paper. It's a Paige Evans paper from her Take Me Away collection, and it's super pretty. I really enjoy it, and I figured that by doing that, by putting a strip at the top, it gave me a place for my string of light bulbs, and it there. This was the bit which I thought really helped me, because there was that die cut that says this is no ordinary, and then I says something else underneath that, but I decided I could use it as this is no ordinary, and you'll see later on I bring in the 2 and the 1, so it becomes this was no ordinary 21st. So yes, and now I've got yummy food, because obviously I still need to bring in my title, and the Fabulous wasn't working, and then now I'm moving the yummy around thinking, what can I do with it? And then I have this brainwave, I can put it on the couch. But it didn't all fit in, so it just became yum food by that stage. And what you didn't see is I took one of the, I think it's the Posh Collection sticker sheet that had an alphabet on it, which is in a sort of tan colour, so I have that, I think the reason why this voiceover is so boring, and I've done it so many different times, is because this layout is boring. And it's too long-winded. It's taking too long to do it. I think that is the problem, people. I think maybe I need to cut some of it out, because honestly... Oh, big red hair. That was a shock to the system, wasn't it? Now I'm showing you that I'm going to add in a little bow here, and this was also a bit of a mission because those holes weren't big enough and the thread was too thick, and so then I tried to get my threader thingamybobby out to make life easier, and it only managed to slightly make it easier for myself. So yeah, the struggles by continuing the epic string battle of 2016. So now I'm tying my bow just to give it a little bit of, a little bit of class, and pretty up that 21 there, and glue that string down so it doesn't, float all over the place. And what, am I done? No, there we go. I do bring that back again. That also does bring up some of the blue to the top of the page, so that wasn't a bad idea. And oh, thank goodness for that, we're done. Thank you for watching, and I will chat again with you soon. And please remember to check out the Hip Kit Club Kit page. Yeah, no, that's not going to do it.